everyone. Today I want to talk about the newly announced prequel to my favorite game of all time, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Here are 10 things, in no specific order, that I'd like to see in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. First thing on my list is local multiplayer. Ever since originally playing Breath of the Wild, I've had my fingers crossed for local multiplayer for Breath of the Wild 2. This would be the next best thing. Working with your friends, battling and teaming up to fight hordes of enemies would be great. Loads of fun. I really hope it happens. Second thing on my list, I think we all want, and that's hints and Easter eggs for Breath of the Wild 2. Any type of sneak peek for story information for the second game would be really great. I think we all want it, and I really hope Easter eggs are in Age of Calamity. Third thing on my list would be able to control the divine beasts in some way, either in a mode or in a level of the game, to be able to take out a bunch of enemies. Controlling one of the divine beasts I think would be really fun, and I really look forward to a mode like that being in the game. Number 4, a Dark Link boss. Breath of the Wild did not have a Dark Link character in the game, besides being able to buy Dark Link clothing. So I think having a Dark Link character to fight would be really fun, or maybe even some sort of Calamity Link. That would be really interesting. Maybe they're saving that for Breath of the Wild 2, but hopefully they implement Dark Link in either of these games. Number 5. Now this one might not make very much sense as far as the story is concerned, but I think it would be really cool if Link got his motorcycle from the Breath of the Wild DLC. I think fighting armies of enemies while on the motorcycle, using your bow and sword, would be a blast, and I really hope that is in Age of Calamity. Number 6. Being able to obtain the weapons and armor sets from Breath of the Wild, like the Ancient Armor and Barbarian Armor sets. I think this feature would make a lot of fans happy. Maybe even being able to change the color of your armor like in Breath of the Wild would be a cool feature as well, and I hope this makes it into Age of Calamity. Number 7. I'd really like to see more information about the 3 flying serpent dragons from Breath of the Wild. I really think those dragons were a sight to behold in that game, and I hope we see those dragons more often in both Age of Calamity and Breath of the Wild 2. Number 8. Even though this is an action game, I like to see some exploration too, especially in the Castletown area and other towns that were destroyed before Breath of the Wild took place. Number 9. Impa as a playable character. That would be a really great surprise, I think. Maybe she'll have like a stealth playstyle in comparison to the other champions, but I'd really like to see a Breath of the Wild Impa when she was younger and have her as a playable character. And the last thing on my list, I'd really like to learn more about some of the old ruins like the Lost Temple. Maybe they're holding off until Breath of the Wild 2 to kind of explore more into the story of these areas, but I'd really like to learn about some of the more interesting areas of Breath of the Wild in either game. That's my list of 10 things I'd like to see in Age of Calamity. Hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on the upcoming game, and I'll see you guys in the next video.